Where have you been since 2016? We've had a president and an entire political party who has defined its political identity by breaching norms and using vulgar, if not obscene, behavior. Welcome to Texas Progressive Time. My name is Neil Durrance. I recently went to a seminar for continuing legal education. Instead of the usual introductory, self-congratulatory remarks at the opening of the seminar, one of the local judges doing the introduction took a sudden turn. He launched into a 10 to 15-minute harangue of the local lawyers and present bar members about how he was shocked and appalled about the most recent rash of inappropriate and offensive behavior by the lawyers. In short, he was lamenting the violation of the norms of decorum in the courtroom. The judge said that lawyers should be respectful, and specifically, he felt the urge to say, the judge is not your enemy. The opposing counsel is not your enemy. We all have to respect and work together to make our system of justice work. When we do not have respect for our system and the people in it, justice wobbles. While I appreciate the sentiment, I wanted to stand up and shout, where have you been since 2016? We've had a president and an entire political party, of which I know the judge is a member, who has defined its political identity by breaching norms and using vulgar, if not obscene, behavior. This does not begin to point out the numerous illegalities of the courts. The most disingenuous part about such introits for a better or more professional bar association ring hollow. Now that these same people have achieved power and control, they're in trouble in the polls, and they face the likelihood of being kicked out of office. Suddenly, they want to make nice and all get along. My check on realism to this judge would be to make several points. First, did you ever practice in front of Johnny Mac McBride in Fort Worth? Another judge who was a federal judge known for jailing lawyers he just didn't like. Second, just who was it that kept calling any dissenting or opposing opinions enemies of the people? Third, who was it that has shut down art exhibits and sanitized curriculums and histories while banning books? Lastly, and most importantly, why could you as a federal judge not speak out against any leadership who exhibited horrendous behavior and acts far worse than any of the lawyers you have observed in your courtroom? Instead, you have sat mute and silent while one constitutional precedent after the next has been ignored. The judge should have started with an apology. If you want to get along with people and be treated with respect and fairness, you don't start by telling them how they do everything wrong and you apologize for nothing. No, you start by admitting your mistakes and bad behavior and promising not to continue down the same road to perdition, but change your ways and treat people with respect and dignity. By the way, this judge was appointed by Trump himself. Maybe I just answered my own question. If you believe, as I do, that we need respect and dignity and not hatred and retribution on any side of our country, then like and subscribe. I'll see you later.